Energy is what makes modern life go. When you think about your daily life, from turning on the TV to cooking your breakfast to driving to wherever you need to go, energy is what underpins all of that.
It's always been there. There's never been a reliability concern. We're in a really critical point now where power demand is rising.
Attention all members in the field, there's been a significant power outage.
Officials there are urging people to reduce their power use, warning that the power grid cannot withstand the demand.
When you look at the future and the things that we're pursuing today from an economic standpoint, this is not possible without more power supply that doesn't exist today. The need is urgent and the need is massive.
If we want to meet this future, an electricity-driven future, we need to figure out how to do something we haven't been asked to do in a generation. I learned about geothermal and became fascinated by it. Here was a clean energy resource with unlimited potential that could revolutionize the planet. It's been around for over 100 years, but here in the United States, it only accounts for 0.5% of the electricity supplies. Everybody wants reliable, affordable, carbon-free electricity. We just haven't been able to access it until now. And Fervo's technology will be what turns geothermal into something we can deploy across the entire country and eventually across the entire world.
I was immediately hooked and excited because I knew that this could become a reality. To prove this concept out was going to require quite a lot of funding. You're really talking about immense levels of capital needs.
What we're seeking to do from an investment strategy standpoint is create a diversifier for the LMI portfolio. And what that means is looking for real hard assets, infrastructure assets that provide essential services, are operating under long-term contracts. We think about the energy transition across the trilemma of affordability, reliability, and sustainability. The uniqueness of Fervo in being able to address all of those three things, not in 10 or 20 years, but today, is something that is a major aspect of our excitement of being able to partner with a company like Fervo.
We broke ground in 2023, a massive scale-up of the technology we proved out at our pilot project. This project will be 500 megawatts in size, enough to power hundreds of thousands of homes. This project is located in Beaver County, Utah.
Our community has been stagnant after the railroad started laying off people, and we just wondered what the future was going to be like. We've had so many people come in over the years and make promises, and nothing ever transpires.
One of Fervo's core values is build things that last. The community plays a huge role in that. First meeting I had with Mayor Davis, I walked in and I just said, I'm hoping to build a project in your region, and I think one day it could be a really big thing for this area, so what can I do to be good community partners to you all? Milford has been instrumental in working with us on our logistics and working with us on our community partnership. The first time that I ever came to town, there was a lot of closures. I think what we see now is a lot of openings. Just last week, we hired our first Milford High School graduate. He's going to be an operator on this site. The relationship that we've built with Milford has just been the most incredible thing that we could have ever asked for.
The biggest resource is the kids in our community. We can have families move here. We can increase the businesses where they can actually survive. Don't have to worry, do I got to close the doors tomorrow? They know that they got a future and they can invest in their future. The future in Milford really looks bright.
When we think about LMI's mission, one of the things that we say a lot is capital as a force for good. The Milford community has benefited, Fervo has benefited, and so it's not just about building a durable, long-term business, It's about investing in communities and making those communities stronger.
What we found in our partnership with Liberty Mutual is an investor that's willing to sit alongside us and get through the challenges of the day-to-day deployment, because we're all focused on a very long-term mission. And it's an investor that is willing to stick with us through thick and thin to bring about this more prosperous future.
When the Cape Station plant starts generating its first electrons and sending power to the grid, it's going to be an exciting moment.
We're talking about hundreds of thousands of homes that will be powered from 24/7 carbon-free electricity from our sites.
We could be building something here that changes the energy landscape of the world.
I'm a new dad. I'm a first-time dad. And if you start thinking about that, most likely he's going to live well into the 2100s. For all the people who are going to be living on this planet for the next century to come, we have a very significant challenge ahead of us as humanity. We have a couple of decades to really get this right.
Fervo is, in my opinion, going to be an incredibly successful investment, but it's more than that. We talk about embrace today and confidently pursue tomorrow. Fervo is living that mission. It is more than just capital. It is more than just investment returns. It's an absolute game changer, not only for today, but for decades and generations to come.